Well, it's into the net, and it's an own goal.
What's up, guys? It's Mbrox18 here, and I just want to say welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a new series called Pot of Luck Squad Builder, which I think is going to be a very interesting way of building squads. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to open 3 gold packs and take the highest rated player of each pack and build a team around it. So it should be fun, it should get interesting, but with all that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're about to open 3 gold packs, and we're going to build a team around the top players in each pack. So for our first pack opening, we actually end up getting a non-rare card. I was pretty disappointed, but I mean, what can you do? So next, we open our second pack and we end up getting a left back from Valencia. Looks like a pretty crappy card. Fuck my life. Still having no luck. And finally, we open our last pack and we get David Villa. I've never played with him before, but his stats do look decent, so I guess we're gonna see what happens. Alright guys, so we have the 3 players in which we're going to build a team around. But before I go into building the squad, I did find a Wheel of Fortune application online, which I will be using in order to determine what formation to use, as well as what our budget limit will be. So in the next clip, you will see what I mean. So here it is. I basically put all the formations that are in the game, and it will randomly choose one. So the same will be done with our budget limit, which will be between 90 to 30,000 coins, I believe. But alright guys, we're gonna spin the wheel now, and we end up getting the 4-4-2 formation. Now there are 2 versions of it, so we're gonna have to spin that wheel again, and we end up getting the second version of the 4-4-2 formation. Up next, we will be doing the same with the budget, which I put between 30 to 90,000 coins. But anyways, we end up spinning the wheel and we get 70,000 coins as our limit. So that's pretty good. I think we're gonna be able to buy some decent players with that amount. But alright guys, so this is the formation that we're going to use. Now before I show you the team that I've built, I do want to let you guys know that I won't be doing an in-depth review of each player. I'm just going to do a brief review, and that's mainly because there are already so many player review channels out there, as well as there are too many players to review in one video. But without that being said, let's get started. So for goalkeeper, I've decided to use Berkey from Dortmund. He's 6'2", 81 rated, only cost us 1,000 coins, so pretty cheap in my opinion. He has 81 diving, 80 handling, and 84 reflex, as well as 78 positioning. Quite honestly, I was really surprised by how decent he was, especially since he didn't cost us that much. When it came to one-on-one situations, he was able to block majority of them. The only time I was actually getting scored on was when I was facing teams with informed strikers that were like 90 plus rated. I did notice that his weak points was crosses, since he does have a low rating of positioning. But other than that, I think I would say that he was pretty good and got the job done. So I'm going to give him 8.5 rating. Alright, so up next we have our first defender, and that's Bartra, a Spanish defender from Dortmund. He's 6 foot tall and cost us almost 8,000 coins, and that was only because with chemistry style. He's got decent pace and decent defending stats, although his physical stat is pretty shitty. Overall, I'll say he was okay. I mean, he made some good tackles here and there. Sometimes he would be out of position and I would find him up the pitch more than I would like. I also noticed that most of the goals did come through his side, but majority of the time he did get the job done. So I'm going to give him a 7.5 rating, mainly because of how much he cost us. I feel like there are probably better defenders in the game that we can pick up around the same price. So for our second center back, we have Naldo, the Brazilian defender. He's 6 foot 6 feet tall. Jesus Christ, he's tall as hell. But anyways, he's 84 rated. He cost us 8,200 coins. Again, it's because of the chemistry style. He has 72 pace, which is okay I guess for a center back, 86 defending and 74 physical. This man right here was definitely one of the best defenders I've used in this game. This guy was everywhere, man. He would even take Bartra's side at times in order to get the ball back. And he even scored a goal from outside the box. Like, what? He was just so solid at the back. I think one of the main reasons why I didn't concede that many goals is because of him. I mean, he was always just making so many clutch tackles. Even when I wasn't controlling him, he was blocking shots and making tackles. So I'm going to give him a 9.0 rating. Really good defender. I recommend trying him if you plan on making or building a Bundesliga squad. So as you guys already know, we have Siqueira as our left back. He's a Brazilian defender from Valencia. He's 6 foot tall. Jesus, look at that pace. Oh my god. Anyways, he has 73 defending and 73 physical. Pretty shitty stats, but he quite honestly surprised me. He did have a couple of glimpses here and there where he came clutch for me. And even though I did instruct him to stay his ass back while attacking, I still found him up the pitch, which leaves me with my next problem with him, and that is his pace. So if you're facing a team with fast wingers and strikers, you're fucked. Good luck catching them with him. So I'm gonna give him a 6.5 rating. He did make some great tackles sometimes, but I'll probably never use him again after this. So for the right back position, I actually ended up getting Carvajal, the Spanish man from Real Madrid. He's 5'8" and he cost us 4,400 coins. He has 82 pace, 79 dribbling, 82 defending, and 78 physical. I didn't get that many clips from him, but I can say he was a solid right back. His dribbling stats definitely show in the field, and I mean, even in real life, he's such a good dribbler. And unlike my slow ass left back, I never really found him out of position, and he would usually just stay back unless I intentionally brought him up the pitch. I thought he was a decent right back, so I'm gonna give him an 8.0 rating. So up next for right midfielder, we have Inform Aspas, a Spanish man from Celta de Vigo. He's 5'9" and cost us almost 22,000 coins. Now looking at his stats, he does have 84 pace, 86 shooting, 80 passing, and 89 dribbling. Off the bat, you will clearly notice his dribbling stat on the pitch. I mean, he was such a fun player to use, and I could just easily dribble past defenders, including inside the box. He does have 86 shooting, but honestly, I don't remember scoring any goals with him. I probably did a few times. He does make good runs, so I think the 4-4-2 formation is the wrong formation for him. A 4-4-3 formation is probably more suitable for him in order to use him to his full potential. But with that being said, I will give him an 8.0 rating because I just had so much fun playing with him. Next, as you guys already know from our pack opening, we have Brandt as our left midfielder. He's 6 feet tall, has 79 pace, 73 shooting, 82 dribbling. And guys, he is honestly the most underrated player in this squad. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I was able to dribble past players and score some clutch goals. Not even my Inform Aspas was able to create that many goal scoring chances as much as him. And I was able to score some goals from outside the box. Not always, but there were a couple. So I'm going to give Brandt an 8.5 rating, mainly because he is a non-red card and was a bigger threat than my Inform Aspas. I just had so much fun playing with him. So I highly recommend you guys trying him. So yeah. Alright, so next for central midfield, we have Rod, another Dortmund player. He's 5'10" and cost us 3,400 coins. Pretty cheap in my opinion. He does have a high attacking and high defensive work rate. Now looking at the stats, he has 75 pace, 72 passing, 74 defending, and 79 physical. Overall, Rod was pretty decent. He made important tackles from time to time. He did, however, go up the pitch a lot, which made me vulnerable to counterattacks. Although I didn't get that many clips of his passing, he was pretty good at long passes. So I'm going to give him a 7.5 rating, mainly because I honestly expected him to be more of a defensive midfielder, but it often felt like he was just an attacking midfielder instead. Alright, so next we're going to have Thiago, the Spanish midfielder from Bayern. He's 5'9", cost us almost 6,000 coins. He has 72 pace, 82 passing, and 89 dribbling. So Thiago is supposed to be the main man to feed the ball to our attacking players, which he does a decent job of. One thing I do enjoy using him for is his ability to dribble past players with him. He does have 89 dribbling, so you'll definitely notice that when you're playing with him. Other than that, he really wasn't that good in front of the goal for me, nor was he good at long shots or scoring outside the box. I did score a few times with him, but it was really rare. So I'm going to give him an 8.0 rating. He was solid in the middle, did what he had to do, and that is make important passes. So finally, as striker, I decided to get Nairi's gold Inform card. He's the ex-Arsenal player. He's 5'8" and he cost me around 16,000 coins. Now looking at his stats, he has 90 pace, 80 shooting, and 85 dribbling. Now Gnabry was the main man in this team. He probably scored more than half the goals, and he would always somehow just find himself in the right position to score goals. But besides that, he was also such a beast at dribbling. He was another player that I enjoyed using because of his ability to just dribble past players at ease. It would even get me penalties sometimes because defenders just had a hard time stopping him. So he was a beast in front of the goal, no doubt. One of the probably Inform strikers that are really cheap that can really do a lot of damage in front of the goal. So I'm going to give him a 9.0 rating. I'll definitely recommend you guys trying him if you haven't already, especially if you're building a German squad. So at last, we have David Villa, the ex-Barcelona player. He's 5'9" and has a 5-star weak foot. But looking at his stats, he has 73 pace, 82 shooting, and 82 dribbling. Now, he was pretty decent for me. I mean, he scored a couple of goals, but not really. He was often just shy of scoring goals. usually hitting the post, so I guess he was a bit unlucky there. He does have good free kicking stats. I did score a few with him, but I still find him to be a little inconsistent when it came to that. He was good at dribbling though, so I did find myself passing players pretty easily. So I'm going to give him a 7.0 rating because he didn't really do much for me. I think if I had a better striker at his position, I probably would have gone undefeated with this team. So this is the squad, guys. I did enjoy playing with it. For the first 15 games, I did get a total of 12 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. I also scored a total of 33 goals and only conceded 14, which I think is pretty decent. Overall, I give this squad an 8.0 rating only because it did have certain players that were really fun to use. But I don't really think you can really dominate a lot with this team unless you change certain players. Some games were very close and only won by like 1 goal at the last minute. So yeah, guys, that's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, please hit that like button if you want to see more, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I'm out.